The recent warmer weather means that we're in for extra sweet British blueberries. How nice is that?
I know, they're the greatest. Juliet, you love a blueberry?
I certainly do.
Yeah, and look at this. The colour and the smells,
So
amazing.
beautiful.
Apparently they're really good for your brain power as well, I've been hearing recently.
Blueberries, I think it's like antioxidant, isn't it? It's like a good...
And your skin.
All sorts of
Bad
things.
for your dishwasher filter. Everything else good.
Can we tuck in?
Yeah, definitely. Help yourselves to cake and for tea. It's time for 11s.
Can I
This is the
do
perfect
you?
tea time treat. So they're really easy to make.
Look at that.
I've got some softened butter in here. I'm just going to add some sugar.
Oh, they look too pretty to eat.
The edible flowers are so pretty, aren't they?
Are you using a fork?
We had this last time. I think, I'm being elegant. Look, we've got nice sort of little plates.
OK.
It looks posh.
Oh, we have tea.
They're really lovely. They're
Yes,
perfect, actually, to make them, and they're really portable, so you can take them on picnics or put them in the lunchbox. They're quite low sugar. Well, not super low sugar, but I did cut the sugar down in these because the blueberries are so sweet. They really add that extra hit of sweetness. You don't need as much sugar. Aren't they good? And with a really lemony, simple glaze on there. So you just want to get that really nice and creamy, and then I'm just going to add the eggs one at a time. Oh, I'm also going to pop in my lemon zest here as well. So zest of a couple of lemons.
So that's going into the sponge.
Yep.
That's why you've got that real lemony taste going through it.
Exactly. So you've got the lemon inside the sponge, the zest with all the lemony oils, and then we're going to make the glaze just with the fresh lemon juice.
They're delicious. Yeah. Sorry.
So good.
The blueberries are so juicy, aren't they?
Yeah, they're really moist.
Yeah, I mean, you can...
They're enormous.
They're enormous, and, you know, they're really... when they're sort of like in season, they're so cheap, it's worth grabbing a few punnets and popping them in the freezer, because you can bake these with frozen blueberries.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
yeah, just stock up on the blueberries.
Do you know what happens in our house? I don't know if it happens in yours, but you buy big punnet because it's cheaper to buy loads, and then they start going a little bit soft. And you don't want to bin them, but you just don't know what to do with them. I guess this
Doing
is...
something
Yeah,
like that.
exactly. Whack them in the freezer, and then you can just literally bake with them straight away. And they're great to chuck in your smoothies and your yoghurts, blitz them up in a cocktail.
And your porridge.
Blueberry sour.
Porridge. Do your
Blueberry
kids,
sour?
Yeah.
That sounds good.
do your kids eat them?
Yeah, love blueberries. They're a good, like, little snack thing.
Right.
Yeah, really nice.
So,
These edible flowers, can you just buy those anywhere?
yeah, you can actually. Now, at this time of year, because they are, like, growing everywhere, you can just literally pick them up in the supermarkets. Most supermarkets have them. And they're really reasonable as well. They're quite cheap, so you can use them on your cakes, obviously, but also it's really lovely to chuck them in your salads, you know, finish off your starters, just make everything look really pretty.
So pretty.
Taste of anything?
They don't really taste much.
Not really, but they look so nice.
They do like that.
So I've got my flour's gone in there, so I've got some self-raising flour. I'm just going to fold that through. So you don't want to really sort of like mix this too much. You want to treat it very gently so it doesn't get heavy, so nice and light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely. So
Really, really simple. And if you don't, I'm doing these in these little mini loaf tins because they're so cute. But if you don't have that, you can just do them in one loaf or even do them in cupcakes.
Oh, you mean do a big whole one?
Yeah, just make one whole one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that works as well.
Would they stay as kind of juicy in a big loaf tin? Or
Yeah,
do
they're
they
just
like
going to take... It stays as juicy, but it's just going to take a bit longer to bake 'cause it's like a larger volume. as it
The
were.
risk is higher, you see. You
I know, exactly.
Bigger is
Don't want it-
riskier, right?
So I'm
be
just
not
going to
cooked in the
add some more lemon juice now.
I like our tea
Just make
cups
it really
too,
nice.
don't
And,
you?
aren't they pretty?
Very, very civilised, this. Charles,
Cheers.
cup of tea.
Just fold this through.
Really good. So I'm just
can't
looking at
beat
your
that.
cake tin there that you've got.
Yes.
And you've lined them as well.
I did line them as well. I mean, yeah, these ones are loose bottom, but it's quite handy to line them because you can just, like, literally lift them out very easily. But you
OK.
can, if you want to, just grease them. And I actually, if I'm just greasing them, I like to also put a bit of polenta. So it kind of, it makes it more non-stick and it gives a bit of a crunch.
Oh,
It's a bit of a
wow.
tip,
That's
you
a good
know.
idea.
But it's not that fiddly to line them because you don't have to do all four
It's
sides,
just
like
one
one piece.
OK.
So loads of blueberries going in here.
Looks so
Fold them
good.
through.
Yum. And is blueberry season pretty much the same as strawberry season? Is it this time?
I think, yeah. I think everything's come a bit earlier. And
Right.
with the sun, I think everything's just, there's so much more. It grows better, it's more juicy. And like the strawberry, have you tried the strawberries at the moment? I mean, they're just
So good.
Yeah.
delicious.
Wimbledon, though,
It's
isn't
like
it? Wimbledon's
berry
round the corner.
heaven.
It's always good for strawberries.
Wexford strawberries, best ones in the world. Where Dermot's from, where his
Yeah?
family are from, they
Oh,
do the best
really?
strawberries. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, really,
Oh.
really good. Yeah, and they sell them as you're driving through the east coast of Ireland. They're selling them
Yeah.
on the sides of the road, little kind of strawberry bands.
Oh my God,
yeah,
yum.
Yeah, for a couple of months.
Yum,
it's
yum,
great.
yum.
Oh, gorgeous. So literally, all you need to do is just fill the tins up like this. So
And where are
this
you filling
divides-
it up to?
You can fill them pretty much almost all the way, and they'll just like rise.
okay.
Like, so don't, because they're quite, yeah, they don't rise that much.
Yeah.
And then, so this will like go into 12 basically. So I'm not going to fill them all up. Basically, we'll
get the
put them
idea.
in. We will bake them afterwards.
Okay.
But yeah, you want to bake them for about, because there's quite a lot of fruit in there. You want to do it for about 20 to 25 minutes, just to make sure it's really cooked through.
And if you were doing a whole cake?
You'd probably be doing like more like 50 minutes to an hour for one big one. Like, yeah,
Oh, right,
I'd
wow.
reduce the heat to about 160 for the like halfway through.
Okay.
Yeah, just because it, you know, don't want it to burn too much on the outside.
No, I know,
But you
not
need
be
to make sure it's
done.
cooked on the inside.
What
so
do
the
you do
glaze,
when you've got heavy berry syndrome?
heavy berry.
Yeah, when I make cakes.
when they all sink to the
Well, they sink to
bottom.
the
Oh, they all
bottom.
drop to the bottom,
Oh,
yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Like,
Well, you can toss your fruit in a little bit of flour if you've got like a really big cake. 'Cause I know what you mean. They do
Sink down.
Yeah.
Good question, because that
Thank
does
you.
They will be a bit
Good
more berry
syndrome.
heavy on the bottom, but yeah.
okay.
Okay, so this is the
So
icing
this
now.
is the icing. It's really easy. So I've just got some icing sugar and some lemon juice. So you want it to be a nice kind of consistency, so you can just get a nice drizzle going down there. Mm-hmm. And you might need, obviously, all lemons vary, so you might need to add a little bit more water. So you just want it to be nice and sort of like drizzleable, as it were, like that. That's perfect. And then literally just pour it all over the top of the cakes.
You're so elegant the way you do everything.
I know.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, there would
You
be
make
a-
it look
yeah.
easy.
I mean, this is a really simple, anyone can do this. And it's a great one to do with kids.
Yeah.
So just literally pour that all over the top. And don't worry about where it drips. You know, just let that sort of fall wherever it wants to. It
That's
looks
why
really
you
nice.
have
Just
boxer
kind of...
dogs, you see.
They
You get over
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
your
does
dog.
yours...
They're good, yeah.
Mine does. We call him a great white shark, our dog. He comes in every hour and goes all around the edges and gets all the crumbs and then goes off again, back in his bed.
The best Hoover ever.
Yeah.
But staying on the dishwasher theme, Hank the Tank, the boxer, he's also known as pre-wash, because if you leave the dishwasher open, he licks everything.
Oh,
He
yeah,
does
they
the
do,
same.
don't they? They're
Bailey
not
does the
silly, are
same.
they?
They're not.
And not.
They're only doing what we want to do. well, no,
that's it.
maybe not that, actually. My cat used to do that. But... So
They
just
are
decorate with flowers.
beautiful.
And you can
Juliet-
just decorate with fresh berries as well if you don't have flowers. A few more blueberries on there.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Delicious.
Brilliant. Thank
Absolutely
you.
lovely.
Really
For
good.
details
Really
of today's recipe and more delicious ideas from our chefs, download the free This Morning app.
Still to